So whatever we go through entire day, we write it at the end of the day before sleeping.
Okay, that is the day reviewing.
Yes, sir.
You are reviewing your regular days. That's wonderful. But what I'm talking about, that something come up in your mind, some concept, some ideas like this.
I don't write it, sir. Just I think about it and leave it. That's it.
You must write it. You know, so many things that we have are coming from the nature. Have you heard about the binary mathematics?
Yes, sir, but no knowledge about it.
Little bit. Boolean algebra.
Sir?
Boolean algebra.
Yes, sir, I have heard it.
Okay, because without it, you cannot start your engineering.
Yes.
Whether you are doing mechanical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, whatsoever it is. Ultimately, this Boolean algebra is very, very important. Fine. So
Yes.
let's look at a very small kind of thing about this Boolean algebra. I hope you have studied little about complex number
Yes,
system.
sir.
You have.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Pankaj.
नमस्ते अंकल जी।
कैसे बेटा?
अच्छा अंकल जी।
गुड, वेरी गुड बेटा। एंजॉय करना। आज हम एक सेशन रिवाइज कर रहे हैं आपके 01 वाला। ओके, so I'm just sharing my whiteboard with you. Well, there are two type of things in our life. One is known as real. Another is, you know what? Imaginary. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Can we say real as that what we are looking, what we are feeling, what we are doing?
Yes, sir.
That means in our hand. And something about, something about the imaginary. Not in our control. Is it? Imaginary.
Yes, sir.
So in case of real, real things are always feel good back in our life. But imaginary are not always. So now, you can say the answer of anything. Answer of anything is either in is either in yes or no. Is it? The answer of anything you can say yes or no.
Yes.
Is it? But
Yes, sir.
in case of yes, we can say it is 1. In case of no, you can say it is 0. Fine? Just a second, just a second. So 0 and 1. Now the theory starts from this place. Up, you can say, आपने कहा thoughts आते हैं, आपने लिखे नहीं, सोचा नहीं. So the thoughts are some of the things which are coming from the nature. So nature can give you everything. Nature can give you everything. Nature can gives you everything in terms of signals. Clear? You can get a signal from the nature. Which are stored in our mind. हमारे mind में store हो जाते हैं. We can decode it. We can decode it. We can decode it, and that is a part of engineering. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Nature can gives you everything in terms of signals which are stored in our mind. We can decode. Decode means, suppose मैंने आपसे कोई signal भेजा, to have a cup of tea. So you can understand the meaning. Sir is looking for a cup of tea. Suppose you are looking on your mobile phone. There are so many applications. If you can see a triangle who's pointing towards forward, it is YouTube. If it is F, it is Facebook. These are what? These are symbols. These are symbols. Clear? So you can decode it. You can decode it. So to decode it, now we have 4 different kind of options. First of all, we are not getting any signal, so there is no need to decode it. You are not getting any signal from the nature and there is no need to decode it. That means it's pure silence. In the other case, you are not able, you got some signal. You got some signal, but you have a power to decode it. That means something is there, something is hidden. You're trying to decode it. In the third case, you got some signal, but not able to decode it. On the other side, you got some signal and you are able to decode it. So which one is good for you?
Last
As per
one,
your
sir.
last one?
Yes, sir.
Great. But in this case, the second one is also very important. Signals are always be there. Signals are always be there, but you are not able to understand it. So how you can come up in the fourth side? How you can come up with the fourth side? The only way to come up with the fourth side, that you can write something on a piece of paper, always. You know, when I was doing my engineering work, in the earlier days, I have no concept. What is the future of my engineering? Once I have been asked a question from somebody, तिवारी जी किस टाइप की इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे हैं? I said I'm doing computer engineering. So he said, what is computer engineering? I got doing some computer applications. What is applications? At that moment, I was shocked. पता ही नहीं था. I was doing engineering, but not able to explain what is application. So I asked this question to many of my friends, my seniors. You know, 90% of them are not able to give me the right answer, what is application. Fine. We have, till that time, we have heard only about the school application, leave application. That to the principal, so and so, I'm suffering from fever, please grant me a leave of 2 days. That is an application. You know, in Hindi, The school type of application is known as आवेदन. आप आवेदन कर रहे हैं, निवेदन कर रहे हैं. But in this case, what is this application? How can you define this application? Can you give me the answer of this application? क्या कहते हैं इसको हिंदी में? कुछ हल्का सा आइडिया? Or in terms of your language? One of the application you have already always submitted in the schools. But in this case, it's also an application.
No idea.
Just think about it, this application. This is known as anuprayog. Anuprayog means you are executing something which is automated. You are executing something which is automated. Like you are just switch on the switch, light is on, fan is on, AC is on, mobile is on. So the moment you switch on something, automatically the application, the device is working. So anuprayog, that means the action that is taken care automatically. It means the signal that comes to you from the nature, you must decode it. And decode means what? Nature is trying to convey something. Nature is trying to convey something. Basically, nature is always trying to talk with us. And अब एक क्वेश्चन आपके माइंड में आएगा, what is nature? Is it? What is nature? So engineering, if we can say something about engineering, so logical understanding of anything is engineering. Logical understanding of anything is engineering. And what is logical understanding? What
Which
is
has
logical?
some logic, no, sir.
What is
It's,
logic? What is logic?
How did this come? It has some reasons. How such
Maybe,
thing turns.
maybe reasons. Just understand my words. Or you can say, you can write down. Anything which is written in any language, anything which is written in any language is said to be a sentence. पंकज आप भी नोट कर लीजिएगा इसको. हम जो भी कुछ लिखते हैं एक वाक्य के रूप में वो संबोधित किया जाता है. Anything which is written in any language is said to be some sentence. If a sentence can be pronounced or indicating either or side, if that sentence is indicating towards either or side, it is said to be an instruction. That means a sentence which is either said to be yes or no, either or yes, no, it is said to be a instruction. For example, sun rises in the east. True. That means true or false. Anything which comes in true or false, you can say in easy language, anything which comes, any sentence which come up with true or false, it is termed as a instruction. A group of instructions clubbed together, group of instructions clubbed together is said to be a program. Is said to be a program. Every program, next line, every program must be written. Every program must be written In such a way, every program must be written in such a way that a given problem solved easily. That a given problem solved easily. And that easy path, and that easy path, and that easy path created is known as a logic. The easy path that is created is known as a logic. So can you explain in a single line the whole thing? Just read it once again. In a single line, what is logic?
Sir, anything which can be done easily is logic.
Yes. You can just reread it. Anything to solve anything on an easy ground or easy path is said to be a logic. I hope this is clear. So nature is giving you always some instructions. You can decode that instructions. How? Who is reading? Who is reading basically? Your brain is reading. Your brain is, suppose you are entering into your room, which is closed since long. So what kind of feeling you are getting the moment you are entering into your room? Some suffocation is there.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of feeling you are getting? Uneasiness.
Yes.
So the very first step is to just open every window and doors for some time. Switch off the fan or exhaust fan, something whatsoever you have it with you. After few minutes, the suffocation is gone out and your feeling become easy. So ultimately, your senses are reading the codes. Your senses are reading the code. You are moving on a road. You are moving on a road. Somewhere you find a dust. So what comes in your mind? How can we remove this dust? साफ कैसे कर सकते हैं इसको हम लोग? Or suppose no dust is there, but dustbin is there. You have some dust. You have some garbage. What comes in your mind? Put this garbage into the dustbin. I hope this part is clear. So these are very small kind of logics that we must understand. So the moment we are writing something on a piece of paper, just sit on a table, think something about. सोचिए कुछ भी सोचना शुरू कीजिए किसी पॉइंट के ऊपर. Let us say your TV. How can you think about a TV? What is TV? Or you can say mobile phone. What is mobile phone? So the moment you are entering yourself into a thought, you know, mobile is a thought, this water bottle is a thought, this mouse is a thought, everything is a thought. Everything is a thought, and thought are of two types. One is physical thought, another is virtual thought. So virtual thought, if come into the picture, it becomes physical thought. आप कार्टून देखते हैं? कार्टून कभी कभी
No, sir.
कभी देखा हो
No, sir.
कार्टून?
Yes, sir. In childhood days, we used to
यस
see.
यस, वही चाइल्डहुड में भी नहीं देखता, बचपन में भी देखता थोड़ा बहुत। पंकज, आपने कार्टून देखा है कभी कभी?
हाँ अंकल जी।
कौन
हाँ
सा?
अंकल जी।
कोई कार्टून आप बताओ।
मोटू पतला।
यस, these are two characters. These are two characters. Are they existing in real world?
No, sir.
No, it is imagination. It is imagination. That means imagination come into the virtual environment. It is known as virtual thought. The imagination that come in the virtual environment, it is a virtual thought. Go into the market, you can find some puppets, small puppet in terms of these two cartoon character. It is a physical thought. So everything around you is a physical thought. So my today's agenda is again comes into the picture. You are going to start your new career, new world. So on the very first day, from the very first day, you must think over it. Fine. Go onto the net, find out the all subjects from first semester to last semester. Just read it. What is going on? आपको कुछ समझ आता है नहीं आता, doesn't matter, but go through it. You know what is the basic reason behind the people are not getting successful? You know, one of my person said that somewhere 10 people are looking for the organization. 1,000 people has applied for it. All of them are engineering graduates. None of them are selected. None of them. 1,000 out of 1,000, none of them were selected over there. No skill were there. So what is engineering? They have just read out the book, write it on the paper, that's it. That's not engineering. Just behind you, there is an almirah.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So you're not able to find out a tree, cutting that tree and give up a shape. What you did, you just go into the market and purchase a board. The carpenter can find out, sir, kitni badi almirah banani hai aapko. He measured it, the location, everything, and then cut it out and give it a shape. So we can say he is a carpenter, but he is a part of engineering, operational engineer. He is an operational engineer. Similarly, your house has been developed by some builder, but builder has first make up a design through an architect. भाई ये स्पेस है, इतना कारपेट एरिया चाहिए होगा, इतने के रूम होंगे, यहाँ पे ये होगा, यहाँ पर ये होगा, यहाँ पर ये होगा. Is it? So the
Yes, sir.
architect is a designer and the builder is a civil engineer, operational civil engineer. Operational civil engineer is a ठेकेदार, जो कार वो कहते हैं, builder कहते हैं. None of the builder across the country is a civil engineer. None of them. But they have hired civil engineers. जो ब्रिज बनते हैं बड़े बड़े, उसमें अल्टीमेटली काम कौन करता है? लेबर्स काम करते हैं. But every engineer must be appointed over 50 to 55 laborers. Why? Because actual measurement has been given by the engineer. But to implement that measurement, engineers are not able. Not perfect. Remember this thing. Engineering doesn't mean development. Engineering doesn't mean development. Engineering means think it and make it. Think it and make it. It doesn't mean that we are going to implement it. I have a simple tape. The concept is coming from some what? Engineering kind of person, logical person, but he is not able to develop it. A chemical engineer can give you the idea which chemical gives you what when it mixes with this chemical. but he is not able to implement it. So there are two kind of engineers. One of them is conceptual engineer. Second is operational engineer. So in our country, we have more operational engineers required rather than conceptual engineers. Why it is so? Because conceptual engineering needs so much of patience, so much of time, and students are not ready for that. That not understand, not able to get it in the earlier ages. But you can, if you are able to write something from the very early days. आपको अपनी इंजीनियरिंग को अगर बहुत अच्छे लेवल पे खड़ा करना है, so very first step is to learn every word in the syllabus, the content of each semester. It is very important. You know, this platform is not made for only money. It is made for the real picture of our life. Clear? आप अपने सेक्शन में बेस्ट लेवल पर पहुंचिए. मार्क्स डजंट मैटर कि आप 90% ला रहे हैं कि 60% ला रहे हैं, बट योर लेवल शुड बी बेस्ट. Your thinking level should be so logical because you're doing engineering. कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे इस पर, फिर आगे चलते हैं. Anything?
No, sir.
Any question come up in your mind right now? Any question you have? Anything? Please ask. Always you have some questions. मजा आएगा आपको पढ़ाने में.
नहीं sir, nothing like that.
So
Just
आप enjoy-
operative engineering.
yes.
हाँ, उसमें पढ़ा.
हाँ.
उसमें उसके बारे में सोच रहा था बस.
Okay.
Operative engineer.
Okay.
के बारे में.
It is a mobile phone.
Yes.
Fine. This mobile phone cost about 60 to 70,000, 17,000. And made by whom? किसने बनाया ये? Do you know?
Engineers have
No,
designed it, sir.
robots. A team of engineers has designed the architecture, just architecture. One of the team has designed the basic software. The development team has designed the die. The base of all. Robot has embedded everything. Robot has embedded everything on a single chip. It becomes a mobile. But the moment ये खराब हो जाता है, it creates some problems. You know who can repair it? Who can repair it?
Some nearby shops, sir.
Nearby shop. Who is running that shop? Is it an engineer?
Man.
Is he or she the engineer?
No, sir.
No, he's a repairing man or person. So you can say that is an operational engineer. जो ऑपरेशन कर सकता है उसका. Fine, but operation engineer doesn't mean that he is a right kind of knowledge about the architecture. वो जुगाड़बाजी करता है. He is trying to find out some way to solve it, but he cannot create it. So the one who is able to create something new in terms of concept only, that one is an engineer, real engineer. In the future classes, in the next class, this section is now become 1 hour section.
Okay.
Fine. So I'll explain what is my target along with you.
Yes, sir.
Because without target, we cannot move forward. What I'm looking into you, what I'm looking as you. So in the next class, we will again, I'll give you my vision for whole student families. And you will enjoy a lot. I have made up a complete plan with you.
Yes.
Actually, I am developing a research team. So next time I will explain it.
Yes, sir.
पंकज, आप एक काम करना बेटा, जो
हाँ अंकल जी।
आईडी है ना दूसरे वाला, पापा का आईडी जो है
हाँ अंकल जी।
वो शेयर कर देना, उस पर क्लास होगी नेक्स्ट टाइम।
ठीक है अंकल।
ठीक है बेटा, परसों 1 बजे। देन 30 तारीख के बाद आईडी फिर चेंज कर दूंगा मैं आफ्टर 30 तक वो आईडी चलेगी। ठीक है उल्लास, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग दिस सेशन एंड विल मीट
Okay,
ऑन सैटरडे 1 PM शार्प।
Okay, sir.
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक
Okay,
यू सो
sir.
मच पंकज, मिलते हैं।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू अंकल जी।
ओके।